Hello, Hogziller here again for part 7 of our Overcrowd, a Commute Em Up game series with the Network Sandbox. So, in the previous part, we finally made a decision in part 6 on how we want to kind of lay out our station. And it went disastrously, as you saw in part 6. Garbage everywhere, fights everywhere, people tipping over everywhere, the staff unable to keep up, and the station platforms were overcrowded because I started with 2 entrances instead of just one. So that went just about as well as it possibly could have. In this part 7, hopefully we can turn this station around. I'm going to try and go for the other platform to kind of get these people spread out so there's not as many fights going on. Hopefully I can expand westward in the map or to the left, open up a little more area for commerce and other items within the station, and hopefully we can get this station back on track, and if everything goes really, really well, maybe get to a Zone 1 map, but I don't think that's going to happen in this part of the series. I just think there's just too much to do in this part to even get to a Zone 1 map. So let's go ahead and get started here with part 7. Um, we have a lot to clean up here, so we're just going to let our people continue to clean up. I think what we're going to end up doing here is I'm going to build across up here, build down across to build my 5 car station here. Patel looks like he leveled up, so let's go ahead and add some speed. Could have really picked any of the skills and been fine. There's just a lot of stuff to do here. Can we move this? I'm just seeing if I want to move this to like over here. This needs to be cleared out. And I'm going to move this to over here. I'm going to add another trash bin. I'm in the negative anyway, so I'm not going to be adding anything. So my staff is probably going to go on strike here shortly. So hopefully nobody tips over or has an issue that requires immediate attention. And this is usually the point where that occurs, but has not yet. Let's go ahead and get in our trash bin over here. We need more benches. We need to swap out these benches too. So let's go ahead and swap out the benches. Hopefully we can put one more. I want to put one more bench in here. Then I think I want to put some indicator boards in. And then from there, I want to try and expand across. So let's go ahead and put in some indicator boards. Get one more indicator board in here. How are we doing on power? We're doing pretty good on power, though we're going to need another generator upon expansion. So let's go ahead and start building across here. We just need to get this done. I'm just seeing where we, I think, want to build right here. Let's build across here. I don't want to build too much across, so that's why I'm just kind of taking it a couple tiles at a time. Let's go ahead, and we need 780 there. We're going to need a lot to get back across here. We're going to need to move this. We're going to need to move this in order to accomplish our ride the wall, get them back into this concourse area plan. So let's go ahead and get that put in. So it needs to be like somewhere up there. I'm just seeing how much. So like another 3 or 4. Yep, it's level. I could have just used this over here as a level across. Let's go ahead and get our footbridge in. We can't. Why can't we put a footbridge in? Oh, I see why. So let's just go ahead and put this in over here like that. And then put our footbridge in. How much do we need to put in the other generator before we do anything else? Level 3 generator. We need to put in some lighting. Let's just get the lighting in while we're at it. Now I think we're just good enough to get another platform put in. We need 8, 10. I'm not even going to try and put that in today because we're so close to the end of the day. And they need the money for the staff and the stocking overnight. And we're going to need to build another one out. So let's just go ahead and let it run overnight. And it'll be another rough night for the staff to try and clean up everything here. But at least we'll get that platform in here the next day, and that'll spread out the people. I'm just going to take a look and see what... Fumes in litter. So we need vents, and we need to figure out the litter situation. Putting in, like, air conditioning would help, too. We'll get air vent. I'm just looking here for air purifier. Air conditioning. Hand sanitizer will reduce disease spread. I'm not going to mess around with that right now. Bob has leveled up. That's good. I'm not sure which one I want to do here. Definitely not perception. Stamina. Patel has leveled up. Stamina maybe. Let's see here. We don't need to move Thompson. Patel. We'll just need to move a little bit. Probably need to increase the perception on Patel the next chance I get. We're going to be coming up on the next day here, so let's just go ahead and see how much in debt we are. And we're negative 402 in debt. So we'll be going on strike here. We need another staff member. It's as simple as that. Probably need 2 staff members, but I need to be able to expand off to the side here. We need to be able to expand off to the side and then move all this utility. I might be able to fit everything else in here, but be able to expand this way. And I need to find another place to put the control room, which will probably be just like over here somewhere, over here. So let's go ahead and get our next platform in here. We need to get our turnstile corrected. And let's get our automator in. Now we need to expand this. We need 375 to make this a little wider so that we can put in we need to put in a bin, another bin, and for good measure, one more bin. Bench. We need enough for another bench. And how about, I don't know where to put this map. I could put a map here, put a map here, and we're gonna put another map here. Then I'm going to add some ads. I'm going to put an ad in for the kiosk, an ad for the coffee cart, an ad for the bookshop, and another one for the burger stall right along here. So hopefully people look at it as they walk by. We need indicator boards. Do we need another ticket? It looks like they're starting to line up at the ticket machine too. So let's go ahead and just get another ticket machine in. We're doing okay on power. Now they're a little more spread out. Though I'm probably going to need camera, camera, camera. We'll just put in some air conditionings here. Okay, I'm gonna take a look and see what they're complaining about now. High prices. Well, I ain't gonna do anything about that now. Let's go ahead and expand our facilities here. Let's go ahead and add more tools. I'm just gonna wait because I need the money. I need the money for overnight. Oh. I'll buy the bare necessities here to get another staff member brought on. But I want to keep kind of expanding this this way so that I can bring on even a fourth staff member to get this cleaned up. I'll probably build a little utility room up here with a wheelie bin, and then I'll move my my control room over because I have to move the control room over. It's just a requirement. So let's just go ahead and I'm just gonna see here how much. 42, so we can move one of these wheelies over here. I'm just gonna see how much in debt. I should probably be another like negative 500 in debt this time. Hopefully, I can. I'm a 700 in debt. Hopefully, I can add a few staff members here. I think what I'll do is I will stick to litter pickup here since that's their biggest complaint. I just need these people to go through the exit gate so that they spend their 10. Okay, so I have enough. So now let's go ahead and start looking at tools. We need litter and litter. We need mop and mop. So we have litter and mop covered. So let's get 2 more staff members brought on. It looks like I can even expand further. I was debating maybe curling this in, but then you really would back your utility room into a corner as you expand further. Let's see here. Stamina. Let's go ahead. Okay, we got 2 of each of those. Let's go ahead and get toolkits. 2 megaphones. Let's get 1 more tablet. Another crime. Another rat. We got everything else in a somewhat sufficient quantity. When do I get the next indicator board? I can get it now, so I'm going to, because I see people get the indicator board. Indicator board. Then we can build the ones across here. And here, why I'm not building here is because I can see these white crosses mean that it's already covered. So I don't need to account for that. I need more power. So let's go ahead and get another generator. I'm also going to sell off the rat poisons. We can, let's see, air conditioners. I see people are getting hot. There's a heat wave, that's why. Air conditioners, air conditioning. And what else I want to do is level 2 air conditioning. This is something that I always didn't always do, was this level 2 air conditioning. But I'm going to show you an overlay where it shows like white is the hottest, red is the next, then it's oranges, yellows, greens, and blues are your coldest, as shown here. But once I put this air conditioning in, see how it got blue around this area? I'm trying to disperse this heat here. So I'm going to put another air conditioner in here. I also need to build an air conditioner within the control room, but I'm not going to do that right away. I just need to build, let's see here, how do I want to, just having a little trouble here. I just want to build a small utility room here. Door, I'm going to move one of the wheelie bins when it cleans out over there. I was thinking of just buying another one, but I need perception there. I need stamina there. Thompson is starting to max out his stats, which is very, very good. And then I think I'll just build the control room next to that, or build the control room over here or something, so then I can build another entrance. But I have a lot of money right now. I want to keep it that way. Um, litter was probably still high. Hopefully that's gonna be better here now that I got 4 staff members kind of going up and mopping up all the stuff that. Oh yeah, I can move this now. So we'll move that now. We'll move the control room in this part now. I just need to be careful here. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room to. I just noticed to build a 6 stall or 6 car train. I'm over this line. I'm sure this is going to be like 5 right here. This will be 6. I'm not going to try and cut this one off. I just kind of got boxed into a corner, like I've mentioned for the last couple parts, that this was not an optimal map to getting all 6 car trains. We need another megaphone, it says, and I kind of remember that I didn't build a megaphone for one of the people. So let's go ahead and move our control room. Control room. That should be enough for 6. So let's go ahead and we'll pause it for a second while I get rid of all this stuff. And we build new automators here. I could normally move them, but it seems like the game can be a little glitchy on recognizing. So we can go 747 there. Now we're ready to tie in our next entrance when we get to that point. I mean, I could even theoretically build a whole nother concourse here and build all the necessary infrastructure, but I want to just feed everyone into here. It's not like you're gonna make more money. You're just gonna create more overhead on the overnight to restock the shelves. I want to try and create as many people getting over to this side as possible. Let's go ahead and just make this a utility room so I don't forget. A part of me wants to like cut it off like up here, and then the rest of this would be a tool room, kind of curl it around like an L. So we're doing pretty well. We're starting to get our reputation back up here. We're up to 16%. High prices is the next thing. But I think we're just going to let it be. We could lower them if we really need to. I'm just seeing why they're tired. I mean, I got all the stuff that I can get commerce-wise. I could start looking at see, capacitor, garbage compactor. And not until I get the 3rd level PA. Fan. Oh, we got air purifier here. We can do air purifiers. Thought there was something else I wanted to buy here. We can do plant. We can do a 3rd level plant. Busker, fish tank, statue. But let's get the air purifiers. I'm going to actually do this before. You could see here, it'll show where your issues are. You can see right here, it's a little lighter than the darkest blue. Here's the darkest blue. Here's just minimal, and this is a little higher. I'm just looking for garbage or fumes. as the issue. And the heat map. So I think we'll put an air conditioner in here. Air conditioner in here. Where are some? Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to get some stuff to water plants now. So let's go ahead and get a couple watering cans. And then on the staff, I'm actually going to make these all threes. This should be the last thing they're doing. And nobody's using the taser because I didn't tell them, and that was my fault. We're in a pretty good spot right now. If we expand any further, we're going to need more staff. I'm just looking here then what the staff thresholds that I have it all set for tonight on these plants. I think actually, yeah, we're in a pretty good spot right now. Everything is going back in the correct direction here. We're good on power. I mean, the other option now is I can be trying to go for the next next track. I'm just debating how I'm going to do that now, just because I'm going to want this track all the way over here like this, but this track here would be like this. Would I have enough concourse area to build everything I need to? I think I would. That's why I'm debating here. Do I build over here, build up, build escalators and elevators, build this line in, and build it across? Then I can build this entrance in and get people this direction. Yeah, this didn't turn out to be a real simple map. And this is what I want to see. I want to see them just standing around. That means I actually have too much staff, but it's so close to 7 o'clock that I'm feeling fairly okay about it. Let's go ahead and start building. Let's build our entrance first. Let's go ahead and build this across like this. Build our footbridge. Fence. Build our fence across like that. Let's go ahead and build it like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I created a gap. Let's see here. Unwittingly. I need to build a fence because they could come in through this entrance and come back up and around. So let's just build a fence there. We need to actually do better. We need to build a fence like that, and like that, and like that. That will get us out of our predicament. We can build our level 2 lighting. We can build our ticket machines. Then build our garbage bin. Indicator board. Map. Luxury benches. And then we'll build a plant here. And then what we want to build, let's build our fish tank here. Our singer, or busker. Our busker can play there, and then we can build a statue. Make sure everything's facing the correct direction. There. Um, can we build a plant in the corner here? Yes. Let's go ahead and open up another entrance. Things are going to get a little crowded once again. I'm just trying to see, do I need to build like a little place for a wheelie bin over here? I don't think so. It's not too far. When I build this next part, I will. But I think that'll actually do it for now, for part 7. In the next part, I am actually going to try and build up to this level 1, and then hopefully up to this other -1. And then if we're lucky, we can get to our -3. Let's see here. That would put us at our 4 platforms. And we could hit some of these other optional targets. So for sure the next part 8, will do this -1, and we'll do this other -1. So if you like what you've seen in this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you have a question or want to share your experiences on how you play this game much better than I do, then leave a comment below, and please consider subscribing. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.